Hey guys, I've been thinking about Homegrown Church a little more today. I wanted to read from Acts chapter 2. There's a passage here that I think, to me, is like the exact opposite of the church today. This is what Acts chapter 2, verses 46 through 47 says. Every day they continued to meet together in the temple courts. They broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere hearts, praising God and enjoying the favor of all the people. And the Lord added to their number daily those who were being saved. So it's like they were going to church every day, and after church they were going home with each other to eat together. Today, guys, we hardly go to church. We hardly get together with other Christians. We certainly don't often have glad or sincere hearts. We often don't praise God. We certainly don't enjoy the favor of all the people anymore. And we definitely don't have people being added to the number of Christians on a daily basis. I mean, if there's any incriminating verses for the church today, it's Acts chapter 2, verse 46 and 47. It's like, oh, do I have to go to church? Okay. I'm trying to praise God. The worship just didn't do it for me this morning. We certainly don't enjoy the favor of our culture, right? Well, maybe it's because we don't have glad and sincere hearts, right? We certainly are struggling. Guys, we're shrinking. We're not adding to the number of converts on a daily basis. We're losing on a daily basis the number of people that claim to be Christian. So, I love going to the Sunday morning gathering for what it is. I love the worship. I love the teaching. I always find churches that have good teaching pastors that really get into the meat of the word. But beyond that, I really love meeting with my fellow brothers and sisters in coffee shops and houses and, at the park, wherever. But it's one thing to meet at church to hear kind of the more formal organizational, institutional message and worship. That's one thing, and that's good. But when you start to meet with people in homes, that's when you start to have the conversations. And sometimes, guys, to be honest, small groups are just like a copy of a small version of the Sunday morning, right? Not necessarily breaking bread, not necessarily creating that intimate environment where you are building relationships, where you are talking to people, having the conversations, right? I just think, we got to get the church out of the building, right? I think that for me, the places that have grown the most have been outside the building, where I could ask the questions. I could have the conversations. I could talk to people. I could also share what I was learning. I could also share my burdens, and I could also find people to support me in my struggles. That's been hard to find, actually. It's been hard to find people that really want to get together like that. But I have to say, the last 3 or 4 years, I've developed those friendships with people that hold me accountable, people that call me out, people that have God dreams, share their God dreams. Sometimes those God dreams are about me or for me. Sometimes I have God dreams I share with them. There's such a lively intimacy that comes when you get out of the organizational, institutional church environment, the over-organized institutional church environment, into a space that's more intimate, right? And, even in my own home, I'm talking to my kids all the time. God comes up all the time in very natural ways. When you're at home with friends or family, that's when you're more unguarded, more apt to have the honest conversations. And so I think really the idea of homegrown church is that, get into the spaces where you're more likely to have the deeper conversations. You're more able to ask the harder questions. You're more able to share the deeper struggles. It's really in the personal environments where you feel that you have the space, the intimacy to open up. I don't think the church today is really encouraging and fostering those kind of intimate spaces, places, environments for people to be intimate with each other concerning their struggles, their hopes, their dreams, their fears, their questions. And so that's just another aspect of the homegrown church mentality is, guys, you got to get out of the institutional, over-organized, over-structured church in order to have the real conversations, in order to start to experience real growth. All right. That's my thought. Take it or leave it.